Welcome back in my channel today. Hope you are doing good and well with the God grace. So let's start with the today's session on the day number 8, and the topic is the next domain, managed technical service domain. Now till now, if you see, we have done our foundation, we have done on the designing part, and we have done on the build part. Now the thing is come that who is actually managing these services in the background. Let's say I'm a service provider and I ask or I'm selling the services to my customer. I'm selling HR as a service or consulting as a service or recruitment as a service. In the background, there are team available who are supporting me. Now you can say, Atul, means we're talking about the business capability. No, business capability is a higher level, but these are the ground level, I can say. So if I can say the operation guys are specifically part of these things, and they are the core of this domain. They are the one who is managing this, and that is the reason ServiceNow called this as a technical service, because here you are actually managing the infra in this particular part. So now let's start here. So this is what we are talking here. Managed technical services. ServiceNow provide 4 major personas here. Technology consumer, that who is technically going to consume it. It is a, I can say, kind of a team is going to be consume or someone else. Then application service owner, from the application and the platform perspective. Then we have a technical service owner or technology service owner, who is managing from the infra perspective. That do I have these many databases, these many servers to maintain or to able to manage to provide that service. And last, we have a technological service owner from the delivery perspective, whose work is just to provide or to make sure that delivery should be done on time. And if you notice, in this domain, we have offering as well. Something new concept has been introduced here. Technical service offering. We have a dynamic CI groups. Another interesting concept, and we have the application services, on which you are going to be raise your change or the incident or the other things. And under that we have our configuration item, our CMDB, I'll not say the CMDB is not the right word, our CIs are there. It means there are the teams who are managing this with the help of some components. Also, if you notice that these dotted lines is making sure that maybe or may not be 2 technical services are interconnected as well. And also in 4.0, ServiceNow make a relationship between technical service and the service portfolio as well, with the dotted lines you can see here. Okay, so let's start our discussion on that part. But before that, let me show you that how it's look like. This is what we're talking here. So I have an application service, as I say that these are the production or the environment based. So I have a production one here. Then if you notice, we have a technical service called the platform. Hosting, deployment is also technical service for me. Release is also technical service for me. And under that, I have service offering, prod, non-prod, middleware kind of things. So now before we go for this understanding, let's understand from the CSDM perspective. And let's come here. So this is what we have done already. Let me go and open it here on the CSDM domain, and we are on this technical part here. Yeah. This is what we are going to be discussed now. It is little lengthy because it includes a lot of concepts, and my intention to clear your concepts. Technically may not be, I'm not able to 100% do that part, but yes, functionally I should be able to do, so that you and me who are working as a consultant, business analyst, business process consultant, we can speak to the customers and get the requirements clarified here. So now you can see here, managed technical service is a domain represent those table currently utilized by the IT operations. So this is what we started, that this is the place where actual operation guys exist and they use this part, and such as service mapping and service discovery, because it includes the CMDB as well. The managed technical service table are operational. It means they are operational one and they are always be used in the ITSM, incident, change and problem. It means in case you are facing any incident, you are going to be raise a incident on this application service, that okay, ITSM or HR prod is not working. This is what my application service. Who is supporting? Someone sitting here will be supporting you. This is what, and what are the components are supporting this? Infrastructure is here. Now I highlighted few texts because otherwise it will be too lengthy to be discussed everything. The managed technical service table represent the provider view of deployed that business will sell and consume. A very clear thing is that in the market I am selling HR service, but what are the actually technology in the background which helping me to provide that service is come under the technical service part. HR services, okay, that's fine, but there must be some teams who are supporting it here. This is what they are added this particular part on these things. Okay, now if I scroll down a little bit more, you can see here the application service table has available out of the box and in CMD in the CMDB since London release. Now configuration item in the managed technical service space represent those discoverable items such as installation, server, network. So we are talking about these things. This one, they are saying under this section, if you are seeing these things, they are the discoverable items. Either can be discovered by ITOM, discovery or service mapping. It includes your applications, installed applications, server and networking. And common persona which is required, that is called the technology service owner and the application. This one you can see. This one. So logically there are only two major personas. Up to you in your company, in your account, in your customer space, how many roles they have. What I experienced in one of my previous company, whenever I present any change on any application service, I have to be take the approval from the two person. Number one, from the application perspective, and number two, from the infra perspective. So that both should say yes, the change can be deployed on the application service. Then I proceed further for the same. Now let's discuss about the application service. It is a service type, number one. That is a logical representation. Again, it may exist physically or may not be. But if I say, or if I go as per the standards, definitely it's a logical one. Let's say I deployed HR services to the customer and customer says, I only want the production one. Like let's say example, ServiceNow say that if you are facing any issue in your production instance, you can raise a case. But if you are facing some issue in your PDI, I am not able to support you. It means only for production they have this logical representation. For PDI, they don't have anything. So it is a logical representation of the deployed. And if I want to understand that what actually application service include or mean, it can be your internal like organization email system or the customer facing. Let's understand with this example. This example give clear a lot of things to us now. Sorry. For example, creating a financial reports. Though a web-based application require computer, web server and application server databases and middleware and infra. It means this is my application service and these are my CMDB components. These application and host has been configured to provide a service of the financial reporting. So now you can understand, means financial reporting in the production, These are the components here. In the development environment, application services present instances of the business application or the system in the different type of development part, like development or the test or production. So in short, if I say which the application which is actually used by your customer or consumer and who is maintaining in the background, it becomes the application service for me, but it is a logical representation. Okay, you can get the details of these things in the CMDB CI service auto table. Let me show you here. Again, let me come. Oops, it's loading for me. Let it be load in the meantime. Let me come back here. So these are the part of this particular table. All the common reporting, they underpin a business or the technical service. If you are appearing for the CSDM fundamental exams or you're doing these exams, it is one of the questions that will become for your particular discussion. So now let me go and open this particular table here. And now I can see this. As of now, there is nothing, no data available in my place. Otherwise, I can show you. You can open it and you can see the application services. The reason can be because I very freshly reset my PDI, and due to some reasons it's not showing the data. Maybe some plugin activation, some repairing is pending, which is be required. Now if I go through this particular part, let me complete this, then I'll come on this part. Okay, now this part, let me scroll down here. Okay, application service creation flow begins using this particular table and then switching to the child table once you have picked up the method for population. Means under this application you can do these way of mapping, child tables mapping, like it should be like discovered or query based or tag based things. Because if you see here, let me come back here. If you see here, under this we have a components. It means there are the ways this component must be related or mapped under this particular part. So this is what they are saying here. And if you scroll down a little bit more, you can see the offering of the application service should be explored via the related application of the technical service. Let me come on the service now and give you a little more detail. So let's say this is my financial reporting. Okay, and environment is production. Operational, yes. Who is supporting? What is the change group? So now you can see these groups help you to trigger your approval when you are adding these services on, application services on the change form. It means with the help of the CSDM, you can do a lot of things for the approval perspective. And now if you scroll down a little bit more, you can see that how this application service is related with the business application. You can see here like ledger. Then how this application will be related to the technical service offering. What is technical service offering? I'll take you, let's come back here and discuss that part. Okay, because these things are important, because offering is something different to be understood here. But if you see what is the parent application service, maybe for this the parent can be reporting, can be the parent. Production reporting, under that I have a financial reporting, I have a consumer reporting, I have a resource reporting as well. I can have the multiple application services under that. Okay, but in short, if I say I'm doing something wrong, it should become the business applications for me, and then I can relate that part. So now let's come here and understand what is the meaning of the application here. Because in the CSDM, as I say, and as the founded principle also there, these are the defined and the standard definition. So we should not make a change in the words here. Application is any deployed program or module that is designed to provide specific functionality on a specific computer infrastructure. For ServiceNow, application means incident is application, create new is a module. So it means in ServiceNow context, application are limited to the single host to ensure they maintain a unique identification. Means on a server, if I install one app, in short, if I say it's an app, you can understand it very, very clearly now. So in a server, in an infrastructure, because it's a infrastructure, compute infrastructure. If on the infrastructure I install one app, can be instances, can be single app as well, then I can use this as a app. Application table is not intended to be inventory of the portfolio. No, it doesn't mean that you can use as intended as a inventory. No. It is just for your CMDB perspective, so that when your discovery run, it can populate your data in the CMDB, that on which server, which app is running, on which infrastructure, which app, which host is there. A lot of things which we know, so I'm not going to discuss in a very depth on that part. Then infra CI. So can you see here application and the infra? Let me come back here in our slides and let's see. This is what they're saying: application and the infra CI. So rest are the infra and what is the application. So now you can understand that why ServiceNow give these two separate sections here. Now if I come here, infra CI are the physical or the logical components. Everybody know that what is CI? Tangible, intangible application services are become a called as a service CI formula. But here I'm specifically talking about the infra only. I'm not adding my application. That is the part of the previous one. So CI may be single modules such as server, database, router, and the things can be considered here. So in short, if I calling a CI, and which is a type of database or the server, then I specifically in the CSDM domain I call that as a infra CI. Other than this, I'll call them a application. So application only. But both are part of my component under this configuration item. So don't be confused here. Even though I know that CMDB is very old and everybody knows that what is CMDB, but still as part of this white paper, they have differentiated these two things. Now the question comes, what is a technical service? Oh, very important. Technical service is again a service type, number one, and it is published to the service owner and typically underpin one or more business or application service. It means this technical service may be helping this or the business application, this one. So these two, I am supporting it here. Okay. Now, if I go here, a technical service may have an operational view made up of one or more technical service offering. Now the question comes, what is service offering? Just give a few more minutes. We'll discuss on the service offering as well. Okay. Now let's come here and pick up this part, this table. And let's come here and this .list. As of now, there is nothing is there. So if you go here, I can create a technical service. And you can see we have the criticality here, production, what for use, production, QA, and all the things. You can put it here. Because maybe, and also you can see, these also have a managed part, groups part as well, which is required for your approvals. And you can put classification as a technical service only. Okay. I know maybe it's very confusing, but I'm telling you from my practical experience. After reading, after watching these videos, I strongly recommend take an example in your mind. Maybe a hospital, maybe a school, maybe a college, maybe a company, maybe a gym, maybe a booking center, maybe a parking center kind of things, parking management. Think of any of the application in your mind and try to build these things. Then you can understand easily that what is the technical service and how it's been differentiating. So now if I come here and show you, now you can say, oh, technical service means a platform, a hosting, a web server, a deployment is my technical service. So you can put them as a technical services. These are the services, these are the things customer never know. And this is what I learned in my experience. If customer, or I can say the end user, know that which technology you are using, it means you already lost 100% war. It is well said in the industry that a consumer or the customer should never know that which technology you are using to providing that services. The reason they are in the background always, but they are the core of this particular things. So you can say here it's coming from the CMDB CI service table, and we can use, and it's has been part of the press release. Previous this, it was recommended under this particular table, but now it is coming under technical service here. Okay. I'm not going to this particular part query based because it is part of the next part. In the dynamic CA group, we will pick up these things. Okay. Now, what is technical service offering? If, let's say, if you go to purchase a new mobile SIM, you get an offer. Sir, if you take you take 500 rupees charge, you will get these many options in that, but you can get subscription of this OTT platform. You get the 500 minutes free or 2 GB data free, 5 GB data free, all the things will be there. What is that? That is called the offering. It means when you make a bundle, or it's, and ServiceNow give a very, very specific word here, stratification. Generally, when I started reading this paper, I take it as a classification, but it is not classification, it is stratification. It says technical service offering is a type of offering, not the service. Number one part, defined as a stratification of the technical service into the option included. Let's say, okay, my customer is in Japan, US and China. Now, if any customer from this particular location want to purchase or get my services, I can say, yes, I have a Japan, I have these many services and you can buy these things. From the environment perspective, no. I have HR only production, no dev, no QA. Like ServiceNow give 3 types of environments to us: dev, QA, dev, test and production. Maybe tomorrow ServiceNow said, no, if you're staying in US or North America, I will just provide only one environment, that is production. Your development will be done on that part, everything will be there only. So in this offering means when you are able to break your services in these bundles: geographic type, environment, pricing, availability, capability, support group, technical groups, then you can call them an offering. Simple layman example I'm telling you, if you go to any of, like, if you go to MACD, earlier MACD just have a silos products. You can order chips, you can order the French fries, you can order the burger, but now they're coming with the meal for the kids, meal for the adults. What is that? That is an offering they are giving to us on the basis of your type. If you're not want a good or heavy amount, then you can take the mid meal. If you are looking for a good heavy amount including dessert, you can go for this offering. This is what they are with there. Maybe in one of the country they don't have one type of the meal, but in the other country they have a number type of meals available. Okay, so this is what I can say, the technical service offering here. And now if you want to understand, let's say like this: service offering consists of one or more service commitment. A very important point. There is a module in ServiceNow that is called the service commitment. It is being used to track your outages. It is used to track your SLAs at the offering level. Let's say I'm a IT director for the North America. I want to know that how much outages has been done in my North America region this time. How I can do? I can get the details from the service offering instead of going on an individual service level. This is what is here. So service offering, let's say understand this service of, for example, an organization may differ 2 levels of support. Production offering, which is 24/7, non-production offering, which is 8/5. I'm 100% sure, I'm assuming that you get the idea that what is the service offering means. It is just adding one more hierarchy in that part. Maybe in your company, in your customer space, your customer don't have an offering. Then no worries, don't put anything here. And you can get the details from the service offering table. So if I copy this, let me go here and put it service offering here. I'm sure I don't have that data as of now in my system, but still I want to show you so that if you are doing the check at your side, you can get details. So you can see here, as of now I have no service offering here. Okay, now if I go, and also if you want to understand this part, you can go and check my service commitment video. You will get that how this service offering is helpful there, so that from there you can pick up that particular part here. Now if I come here and understand this part, so this is my platform service. In the platform service, I have a service offering for the production, for the non-production, for the middleware. And now for these offerings, I may have different contracts. I have a different pricing. I have different localization as well. I have a different geographical as well. I have a different availability as well. But at last, all this offering supporting to my application. This is what we see in that part. This is my Java is my application, which is hosted on the server 1, 2, 3. It is my components, configuration components here. Okay, so let's take a break here and we'll pick up the next topic or the next second part of this technical managed service in the next video. Hope you like it. You get the idea that how it's been working. If you like, please put your comments in the comment section and share with your friends and colleagues and the teammates. Till the time, thank you so much. Have a nice day and we'll connect again soon. Bye-bye.